Alright, so everybody, it's Kevin with Hook Motors, and yesterday I made a video about the updated problem with the noise coming out of the front of my car. This is going to be kind of like a fix for that. I had multiple people comment on previous videos when I was expressing my concern about this noise, saying that, you know, it was indeed the tires. So today we're going to do a small test. We're going to see if inflating the tires up to around 40 psi or around there in a safe range will change the noise or get rid of it. Because according to the Honda dealer, like I said before, but I'll say it again, basically what they're saying, we're using the back as an example, is the tires and wheels just have a weird noise, some kind of engineering thing where they didn't pick up on this noise, a harmonic or a rubbing noise that come from them. Wow. I was just looking at how many wheel. That's quite a bit of balancing they had to do that one. Look at that. How many is that? That's ridiculous. I wonder if these things are manufacturing problem? Look at all that. You don't see that many wheel weights. You see that? That's a lot of wheel weights. I wonder if the rest of them look like that too. But they're saying this contact point in between here is where the noise is coming from. Now that could possibly be it, but it just, you never heard of that before. I've never heard of this before on any cars. And it's not like it's a constant noise. It always seems like it happens on one side of the tire when it rolls over. It's not like it's making a noise the entire rotation of the tire. So it just seems a bit strange to me. But we're going to go ahead and inflate this thing up to 40 psi. I want to see what the maximum inflation for these things are before I go ahead and do that, just to be safe. Where's the maximum? Maximum load right there. Let's see here. Okay. Max load, max inflation, pressure. 51 psi is the max. Let's see, it says right here. So that's the max you want to go before it becomes unsafe and might blow on you. Let's go ahead and inflate our tires up to 40 psi and see if this does anything. Actually, before we do that, I want to take the car for a ride and just show you guys that the noise is still there, and then we'll inflate it and we'll see if it does anything. Okay? Yeah, so if you couldn't tell from that just short back and forth up and down the driveway, there is obviously a noise, and it hasn't been fixed yet after 3 times taking the dealership. So let's go ahead and try this little trick out that I've had multiple people tell me about, and let's see if this actually works. In 1 second, let me get out the air equipment, then we can pump the tires up, and I think I have a pressure. There it is. Tire pressure guy right here. Tire pressure gauge. Yeah, so give me a minute here. Yeah, these wheels are pretty dirty. Haven't washed them for a while. Let's check the pressure right now. Those are pretty low. Under 30. And the funny thing is, I just had this to the dealership not too long ago. I wonder if it's got a slow leak somewhere. Alright, we'll pump it up. Right on the money. Right on the money. 40. PSI around the money. Perfect. Alright, so since the neighbor decided he wanted to start cutting his lawn at 4:30, I'm gonna go find a open area with hopefully a wall next to it. With preferably a wall next to it so I can really hear that noise. And we'll see if this did a trick or not. I hope it does. That'd be awesome. And to be honest with you, having a higher tire pressure would theoretically make you get better gas mileage too. So it's got its benefits, but at the same time, a little easier to get a blowout. And yeah, so let's go out there and try to find a spot, and then we'll see if this noise has been put to rest or not. Seems like it did something. Still hear it slightly, but it definitely did something. Yeah, so I just took the car on the highway. No weird noises or anything. It seems like it's actually struggling a little less now with its power disadvantage, and seems to be a little more spry, which makes sense because there's less rolling resistance now. Along with steering, seems to be a little lighter too. And as far as that noise, it's really not there anymore. It's a really slight noise now, very slight. So it seems to have done the trick as far as getting rid of the noise. The only thing I'm slightly afraid of, which I'm going to have to research, is if you do have your tires pumped up to around 40 psi when the manufacturer calls for 33, is there like a risk of having a blowout a little easier? I know the maximum psi said 53, but I would just like to do a little research on it before I drive, you know, the rest of the time in the Honda Accord with these this 40 psi in all the tires. I do like the way it drives with this psi in the tires though. It gives a little more firm ride, and like I said, less rolling resistance, allows it to accelerate a little faster, and the steering inputs are a little smoother now. It feels a little more connected to the road, not as smushy, if that makes any sense. But yeah, let's try to find a retaining wall or something along those lines, just so we can go ahead and confirm with everybody else that the noise isn't there anymore, or it's very, very minimal, which it really is very minimal now and doesn't bother me as much anymore. So to all that have said that the 40 psi is a fix, thank you guys, I appreciate it, and we can finally put this to rest as to what it is. Now, yeah, I do wish Honda would replace the tires, but the likelihood of that happening is very, very small, and if anybody has had their tires replaced by Honda, it was most likely the dealership taking care of you, and you know, wanting to really retain your business. So let's go find a retaining wall here real quick. Sorry, I'm getting a little tongue-tied, and we'll see if you guys can tell the difference. Noise with the Honda Accord Sport Special Edition 19-inch wheel package noise. Like, yeah, I mean, that's pretty good, isn't it? Actually found a fix for it. Now, it is a bit of a rougher ride, I will say, a little bit rougher, slightly louder, because you don't have as a soft a surface you're riding on with less inflated tires. But I think as a whole, as long as this proves to be safe at 40 psi, I think this is a good bet to run, because not only are you getting rid of that annoying noise, the car is accelerating a little faster, and it seems to be a little bit more agile, as well as you'll get better gas mileage because you have less rolling resistance from a softer tire. Okay, so if you guys really enjoyed this content or just enjoyed it and want to see more, you know where that subscribe button is, and also slap me a like. First time I ever said that. Hit the like button, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this little fix for the front end noise with the Honda Accord. All right, so everybody have a great day, and we'll keep posting up new content here shortly.